What are you doing? I was trying to smuggle something down here and you have to come by here and catch me? Oh, sorry. What were you trying to smuggle? Oh, it was this, a Super Diaper Baby 2. I've never seen it in paperback form. Oh, okay, I guess that's fair enough. Real quick shout out again to Pulp Culture 0424, who asked a question if I was high on sugar while making this video. The answer, well, just go check him out. Alright, hey, what's up guys, it's Robin, I'm a favorite YouTuber here. Welcome to my review of Doctor Who The Smugglers. Smuggle. Move things illegally into or out of the country. I actually knew what that meant because I recently went on a trip where I had to go into these, well, I didn't have to, but I went into these, like, underground things where people would transfer, like, alcohol and stuff from one country to another illegally because people didn't think that it was a good idea, but people still did it illegally out of their country. And then, yeah, it was a pretty fun runaround. It's pretty cool. Yes, I know what you guys are thinking, because in the schedule that I leave in the comments for all YouTube videos that I'm uploading in 2017, this schedule, I said that my next weekend video was going to be my Diary of a Wimpy Kid book collection. But I personally believe that if I follow that schedule, and if I just release a whole bunch of non-Doctor Who stuff, followed by a whole bunch of Doctor Who stuff immediately afterwards, non-stop for the rest of the year, it might get a little bit not really feeling right. So I'm just going to divide my Doctor Who stuff amongst that stuff. My Diary of a Wimpy Kid book collection is going to be uploaded next weekend. So there are 8 individual episodes of the first Doctor left, only 3 of which are currently surviving. None of them are in this story. I guess that's all I really have to say about it. It's also the first story of Season 4. Let's get right into it. Yeah, crap, it's another one of these ones. Doctor doesn't look like he's having the best time. Alright, let's see who they got from this story to do the introduction. Georgia Cooper. Yeah, he was an English actor. This has been in a lot of the really old movies from like the 60s and 80s. So we had a nice little history about pirates and stuff, history lesson. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't find history that interesting. Okay, what to talk about? Oh, sorry, never mind. Oh my god, even the theme song sounds a bit dready. Now, for some reason, even when the theme song is done, well, when it should be done, it just keeps on going. So, we just get this nice little clip of the end of the war machines, of the TARDIS taking off, and then it just cuts straight to, footage from an unearthly child after the TARDIS's first takeoff. And the titles are in black because if they were in white, then they would kind of just blend in with this stuff right here. I mean, like, originally I was like, it is kind of interesting that they use black titles, because, like, if they use white, then I'm just, oh, they're so cheap and stuff like that. Wait, what was that last piece of footage from? So anyway, we spend about 5 minutes of the Doctor trying to explain to Ben and Polly that they're in a time machine where you can't control where or when they land, and then whoa, what's with his face there? So this is through the scanner, so this is what the time vortex looks like. In the theme song, does it always show what the time vortex looks like? Fortunately, they land on Earth, in roughly a place that Ben and Polly recognize. Yeah, too bad that we can't see it. And for some reason, they don't question how they got from a street to a beach. Whoa, what happened to the Doctor's hair there? Then they just go off and catch a train, until a guy meets them who invites them in to help get them food and water and stuff like that. And then Ben kind of starts to realize, maybe this is the 17th century. What is this clip from? What? Seriously, what are these clips from? Wait, what did he just say? Oh, I think he said never. Thought he said something else. Hey, there's the guy from the intro. We actually have this pretty nice surviving clip here. Whoa. I guess he's dead. So anyway, the Doctor gets knocked out and captured, and then they get taken away by the, what? More supposed to revive footage that isn't probably footage, because while that does look like the Doctor, it isn't clear enough for you to say that's the Doctor, so I don't really know. So they think that the Doctor has this kind of information, I think, which he doesn't have? I'm not really sure. They don't really make it very clear, at least in this reconstruction. But that's a cliffhanger for part 1? Okay. If you ever pick up those birthday cake Oreos, just a little warning, other than, you know, inside there's a few little colorful sparks and stuff like that, it literally just tastes like a regular Oreo. They're on a ship now. 2 guys, Doctor's in there, Polly's in there, Ben is in there. Does one of them have a pistol? Right here, doesn't that look like a pistol? That's fine, I don't have to pause it because it's all just pictures anyway, except for the few clips. Oh, what was that? What is that? That's weird. Oh, visual glitch now this time, eh? Huh. I also have a clip of a rap, which I think is from the Reign of Terror, when Ian was in the jail cell, or maybe it was Barbara and Susan.
No more tricks this time.
Cliffhanger for part 2, Ben is captured somewhere with a guy, and then another guy comes up and I guess threatens to kill him or something, I think. Oh look, another clip of the guy in the bush. Subtitle right there just said it was Cherub. But that guy doesn't even look like Cherub now. I know this isn't a real clip. My god. What the frick is wrong with this guy's face? Say that while there aren't that many surviving clips, the quality of the clips that are surviving are pretty good. Like if this full episode was found in full quality, if these clips would probably look like this.
Henry Oxford, he did die of drinking too much small beer when he was dry.
Ha ha ha. That's so funny.
Small beer and Gurney.
No, I'm paying attention. Smallwood, Ringwood, and Gurney. Woot, woot. They have another visual glitch. What? Okay, that's the cliffhanger from episode 3, but what the frick just happened? I said frick. Oh, they're back to white titles again instead of the black ones at the beginning of episode 1? Huh, has that been happening since episode 2? Oh, I haven't noticed. What the? That guy's drinking a barrel of, like, oh my god. Well, that was not really animation, but it was something. That little spark from the pistol as it shot. Eh, whatever. How many times are they going to use this shot? They used that shot like 3 times already. What, seriously? A tall blue box? Just say TARDIS.
Just look up at that scanner. We have arrived at the coldest place in the world.
Wait, okay. So the Dr. Polly and Ben escape by tricking these guys and thinking that they found gold or something, and then they get into the TARDIS and take off, so, yeah. So the doctor claims that they have arrived at the coldest place in the world when they look at the scanner, and yeah, so that was the Smugglers. That was an episode of Doctor Who, I think, and yeah, I think. So, would I recommend it? Come on, you know. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend this story. I found it really boring. I mean, like, when I was going into reviewing this story, I could barely remember anything from it anyway, and I had a little bit of hope because I thought the Massacre at St. Bartholomew's Eve was my least favorite of the first Doctor, and I was still able to, like, focus on the plot while I was watching it when I was reviewing it. This one I couldn't even focus. Jeez. Like, I just couldn't focus on what was happening, because just, I didn't... Like, it wasn't made clear. Loose Cannon's obviously doing a pretty good job at their reconstructions. They didn't really do any animation other than that flicker of the pistol. Yeah, pretty much the most interesting thing that happened in that story was that weird sound that sounded like it was coming, like, from the TV itself. This is probably my second least favorite First Doctor story, with the Massacre. I mean, like, pretty much we just had 5 minutes of the Doctor reacting to Polly and Ben being there, and Polly and Ben thinking that it's not time travel and stuff like that, which was kind of interesting, but then, after 5 minutes, they had the story start and stuff, so... Yeah, I mean, like, they obviously, like, had a script for the story, and then they knew that Stephen and Dodo had left and Polly and Ben were coming, so they quickly had to edit in that 5 minute bit at the beginning. Yeah, so, yeah, I wouldn't recommend this one. But hey, if you really like this story, and if you do watch it, and if you end up liking it, that's good for you. But this is my opinion, and yeah, if you were watching a review, then I don't know how you're expecting to see a review of this story without an opinion. Unless if it was like an opinion-free review. You can make spoiler-free reviews, so why not opinion-free reviews? They just tell you what happens. How would you do a spoiler opinion-free review? So, thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, because I know they enjoyed it. If you didn't, please leave a dislike, because I know you did enjoy it. Leave a comment below if you like it. Tell me why, because it feels awesome to get some motivation and encouragement. If you didn't like it, please leave a comment down below saying why you didn't like it, so I can improve for next time. Otherwise, I won't be able to improve. I'm just going to treat it just like as if it were like. Subscribe so that you know when the and subscribe so that you know when my next video comes out. Thanks again so much, and so I'll see you next time where I review story number 29, The 10th Planet. See you next time. Bye.